This is one thing as a parent of a generator or manifesting generator child that you should never do. If they have a defined sacral like they do in this chart, okay, this video is for you. Pay attention. The defined sacral is the red one in the center there. That's sexual creative life force, okay? This is the and response to the life. In other words, I have energy, ooh, body language, right? Standing up, excited for something versus, okay, I guess. Never tell them when it's time for them to go to sleep, okay? That is like the worst thing that you can do. Number one, because it usually doesn't work, but number two, because it conditions them not to listen to their own sacral energy. It conditions them to listen to the external authority. And while it might be more convenient for you and you might have really good intentions, like you want their circadian rhythm to develop, what's more important is that they cultivate an inner authority. What's more important is that they have somebody who's not trying to condition them to be a good little kid member of society, but that they actually have permission and you're protecting them from the world, turning them into just another cog in the economic powerhouse of a machine of a country that we live in. And now for those of you thinking like, okay, if their body graph looks like that and I'm not supposed to tell them when to sleep, how do I get them to sleep? Exhaustion. Satisfaction and exhaustion. Instead of asking yourself, how do I get this thing to sleep? Ask yourself, what satisfies this thing, child, so much? What satisfies their sacral so much that when bedtime rolls around, they're ready to collapse? Ask yourself the right question. Not how do I get them to sleep? It's how do I get them to expend that sacral energy so that when it's time to sleep, they're tired. Now, yes, this is going to take a little bit more energy, concentration, and creativity on your part. Short term, it's gonna be harder, but long term, I'm betting that this is gonna make your life easier. Because that rebellious teenage phase that a lot of us went through, it's because our parents didn't have this. And they were just doing their best with what they had available, trying to make us good members of society, when in actuality, we're each our own little beautiful individual snowflake. As a parent, it's very, very important that you're asking yourself and your children the right questions. Oh, and as a pro tip, with this kind of body graph, okay, don't ask them, what do you want to do today? Give them options, listen to their body language. Now, this is much easier when they're like 2 to 3 years old because they're going to scream and be like, nah, nah, nah. Like, do your best not to be triggered by that. And if you are triggered by that kind of stuff, come join the archive so we can steal your nervous system a little bit more. Don't suppress those like, wah, nah. Like a lot of people think that it's like, oh, this kid has no manners, they're an asshole. Nah, they just haven't learned how to censor themselves to make other people feel more comfortable. Let me know in the comments if this helps and if you want more tips on parenting kids using human design.